Astrology isn't just about signs and symbols. It's a tool for navigating real life. Hello, and welcome to Astrology with Alisa. I'm your host, Alisa Dixon, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's dive in. You know how sometimes certain energies just seem to find their way into your life, whether you were looking for them or not? Have you ever noticed you keep making friends with or crossing paths with people who share the same zodiac sign? Sometimes we don't even realize we need a certain energy until it shows up. Well, apparently what I needed was a lot of Taurus energy in my life. Now, I don't have any planets in Taurus in my own birth chart, but somehow I was born right into a family full of it. My dad, Taurus sun. My mom, Taurus moon. My brother, also a Taurus moon. Fast forward to meeting my husband, he has a Taurus rising sign. And my daughter Lily, she's a Taurus sun. And if all that wasn't enough, later this year, my brother is marrying a woman who has both a Taurus sun and a Taurus rising. Clearly, the universe didn't think I got the message the first time, or the second time, or the third time. The universe has wrapped me in Taurus energy every way it could. And lately, especially this week, as I've started to celebrate birthdays for all the special Taurus sun people in my life, and as we just had a Taurus new moon, this was on Sunday afternoon at 7 degrees and 46 minutes of Taurus, I've been thinking a lot about what the universe has been trying to teach me through all this Taurus energy. Taurus is an earth sign. When I think about Taurus energy, I think about the slow, steady beauty of nature itself. It's no accident that Earth Day falls during Taurus season. My friend Kristen brought that up recently on the Fun Astrology Podcast, and I had never really thought about it, but it makes total sense. Taurus invites us to slow down, connect with the earth, and appreciate the simple, natural pleasures around us. Looking back, I realize I grew up right in the heart of that energy, even before I even knew what Taurus was. I spent my childhood living deep in the woods, in a house located in the middle of 28 acres of trees. Our property was right next to another 100 acres of town-protected open space with hiking trails. Our driveway stretched half a mile through the forest. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. I was like Winnie the Pooh in the 100-acre woods, or Goldilocks in the Three Bears cabin. There were deer and wildflowers everywhere, even a waterfall emptying out into a stream. I was literally immersed in the beauty and stillness of nature every day. This was another way the universe surrounded me with Taurus, whether I realized it or not. And I did not. A few weeks ago, Lily and I were on a walk, and I asked her if she had any ideas for me for future podcast episodes. Without missing a beat, she said, "You should talk about nature, Mom." Of course she did. My little Taurus sun daughter, pointing me right back to where the heart of life really is. Now, if you know me, you know that slowing down has never been my thing. I have an Aries sun and a Capricorn moon, which means I like to move very fast, set goals, and get things done. I remember going to Disneyland with my mom and my brother as a kid. I would be weaving through crowds, practically sprinting from ride to ride, barely looking back to see if they were keeping up. Meanwhile, my dad, a true Taurus, would drive so slowly down country roads, I thought I might lose my mind. Where I saw a 25-mile-per-hour sign as permission to go 30, he took it as an invitation to go 15, so he could roll down the windows and soak in the beauty of the trees and the sky. We could not have been more different. And honestly, I don't think I understood the Taurus way of moving through life until much later. Fast forward to this year, a few months ago, Lily and I were at Bath & Body Works. I was being my usual practical self. I had a list, and I was picking out essential shower gels. Meanwhile, Lily was exploring lotions and fancy air fresheners just enjoying all the nice fragrances. We ended up coming home with a few air fresheners and some really cute holders too, not just the basic kind. She picked out butterflies and sea turtles, the butterfly one for her bedroom, the sea turtle for the bathroom. Well, Lily has hers on in her room all the time now. And every time I walk in, it smells amazing. Not overwhelming, just lovely. I realized that for all of my life, my house didn't smell bad. It just smelled like house. But this tiny change, this little extra sensory beauty, transformed the whole feel of her bedroom. It made me realize how much simple pleasures can lift your spirit without you even noticing at first. And it's funny, Lily just turned 9 this weekend. But when I look back, I see that her Taurus energy was already showing up when she was really little. Unlike my son Will, who could jump up and move from one thing to another without a second thought, Lily needed time to transition. I remember one time, my husband and I surprised the kids with a trip to the zoo one morning. We said, "Guess what? We're going to the zoo. Get ready." Will jumped up all excited. Lily started to cry. I was so confused. She loved the zoo, but she was in the middle of something and wasn't prepared to move. I think that was the day we created a system with 3 5-minute timers that we used from that point on every time we needed to change activities. First timer would go off, that's the gentle heads up. Second timer, okay, Lily, time to start finishing up. And then the final timer, okay, now we move. It might have seemed ridiculous to anyone watching, but for Lily, it made all the difference. She needed the steady, gentle adjustment, honoring where she was before moving to something new. Pure Taurus. And guess whose idea it was to create the timer method? Not mine. That was all my husband, who has Taurus rising. He gets it a little more innately than I do. He and Lily totally get each other on a different level. He loves to tell me that Lily has said to him, "Dad, you and I just click." Maybe it's partly from their Taurus bond. And honestly, I'm still learning how to integrate this energy myself. In my home office, I have a full productivity setup, a laptop plus 2 extra screens, so I can be as efficient as possible. But lately, I find myself picking up just my laptop and carrying it out to the front porch with me, sitting outside on the little screen and listening to the birds now while I work, feeling the breeze and watching it move through the leaves on the trees. I might not be working at maximum efficiency, but often I'm happier, choosing presence over productivity, savoring the life that's happening around me. And a few weeks ago, when my husband asked me what I wanted for my birthday, I usually never know what to tell him. But this time, I actually had an immediate answer for him. I wanted a fancy air freshener from Bath and Body Works for my home office, so that when I'm not working outside on the porch, my workspace will smell as amazing as Lily's bedroom does. Because let's be honest, I'm still wired the way I'm wired. I can embrace Taurus energy, and I'm really trying to learn whatever lesson the universe is teaching me here. But at the end of the day, I'm still an Aries, and sometimes I need to work inside, where I can move a little faster, check things off, and feel that satisfying sense of getting things done. And if something outside on the porch is taking longer than I think it should, well, my Aries side kicks in, and pretty soon I'm back inside, finishing it quickly. But at least now, even when I'm in go mode, I can sit in my office, breathe in that beautiful scent, and remember to enjoy the moment, even if it's a fast one. But all these little moments popping up throughout my life, the slow drives, the forest trails, the air fresheners, the timers, they're teaching me something. That life isn't meant to be rushed through. That comfort and beauty aren't luxuries, they're part of what makes life feel whole. That small pleasures matter more than we realize. That joy doesn't have to be practical to be real. Maybe that's the heart of the Taurus lesson. Not about squeezing the most out of every moment, I'm really good at doing that. But it's about living inside of all of them. And honestly, maybe I don't need a Taurus planet in my chart after all, because I have something even better, a life filled with Taurus people I love. So on that note, happy birthday to my daughter Lily, to my dad, and to Michelle, my soon-to-be sister-in-law. All of you bringing that grounded, steady Taurus spirit out into the world. And thank you to my mom and my brother, both with your Taurus moons, for the quiet ways you've always offered me comfort, patience, and calm, exactly when I needed it most. And to my husband, Kevin, with your Taurus rising, for the steady, strong presence I can always count on, no matter how fast I'm trying to move. I am lucky to be surrounded by so much real, living Taurus energy. People who remind me every day to slow down, to savor more, and let simple joys be enough. So this Taurus season, light the candle, open the window, feel the sunshine, listen to the birds, choose beauty just because it's beautiful. And if any of you have any ideas about what my ultimate Taurus life lesson might be, I'd love to hear them, because clearly I'm still learning. Thank you all so much for listening and for spending a little time soaking in this Taurus season with me. We will be in this beautiful grounding energy until May 20th. So I hope you find a few extra moments to slow down, breathe deep, and savor it. And if you enjoyed today's episode, I'd love it if you'd follow the show, leave me a quick review, and share it with a friend who might need a little Taurus magic too. I'm wishing you lots of simple joys. Until next time, take care.